Good morning, my dear students. Today we will discuss the rest of the chapter number 4, Democratic Republic of Congo. So you have to open your book on page number 27. We will start from wildlife. Many types of wildlife, many types of animals and birds such as monkeys, gorillas, pigeons, chimpanzees, then baboons, okapi. Okapi is a horse-like animal. Deadly insects and python snakes are found in these thick forest. Okay, these are the wildlife. These are the animals, birds which lie in this, which are available in this area. Okay, next, marshy areas are the homes to elephants. Marshy means soft and watery. Marshy means soft and watery, as you can see the term. Okay, these terms also you have to revise. These also will come in 1 or 2 marks. Define the term. So marshy means soft and watery areas. So these areas are the home to elephants, rhinoceros and hippopotamuses. Large varieties of birds are also found here. So this was all about the wildlife of Congo area. Then here you can see the pic of baboons. Okay, baboons, it's a wild animal. Then it is a type of a monkey. Then do you know the thick forest of the Congo are called evergreen forest? Okay, thick forest of the Congo are called evergreen. Why these are called evergreen? Because these trees do not shed their leaves at the same time. So it becomes difficult even for the sunlight to pass through the canopy of leaves of tall trees in the jungle. Evergreen means they remain green all the time. Throughout the year they remain green, and these trees do not shed the leaves at the same time, and it becomes difficult even for the sunlight to pass through the canopy. Canopy means roof. Okay, roof. Canopy means like trees are there, like, okay, same, nearby, trees are nearby and they covered the sky like this as a type of roof. Okay, so it is called canopy. So it becomes difficult to sunlight for sunlight to pass through the canopy of leaves of tall trees in the jungles. So these are called evergreen forest. Now, life of the people, how people live in that area. Congo got independence in 1960 and is thinly populated 3.6 million people its population. The climatic conditions are not favorable here. Favorable means these climatic conditions are not favorable for life here, because it is there is hot and humid climate, so that's why it is not favorable. The people living in this region have to struggle hard for a living, hard because hot weather is there also, and they have to struggle for the struggle for their meal also, struggle for their work also. The majority of them are Bantu Negroes. Bantu means they are the native people of a Congo area. They are called Bantu Negroes. They are tall and have curly hair and live in traditional way. They speak the Bantu language. Okay, they are called Bantu Negroes and their language is Bantu. They are the native people. Who are them? They are the native people. Native means basically they lived here, and they are known as, they are called pygmies. Okay, they are short in height and live in temporary huts. Most of the huts are built on trees or on the poles, because the ground is wet and marshy, because it rains every day there. So that's why its ground is wet and marshy. Marshy means soft and watery. So due to daily rainfall, its ground is wet and marshy. Marshy means soft, so that's why they built the houses on trees and poles, because they can't build the houses on the ground, because ground is marshy, soft, wet, we can say. They move from one place to another in search of food. Next page. Hunting and gathering. hunting and gathering food is their main occupation. Hunting means they hunt the animals in the jungles, in the forest, and they gather the food for their for the satisfaction of their hunger. So these are the main occupation. They lead a primitive life. Primitive means traditional life. They are not living a modern life. This country is very rich in water resources, but they are yet to be developed. Then minerals. The Congo is rich in natural resources. Which are the natural resources which we get from nature? So cobalt, bauxite, then cadmium, copper, petroleum, diamond, gold, zinc, iron, manganese, uranium, silver, radium, and coal are the main minerals found here. The Congo region is a leading producer of hydroelectricity in the world. Hydro means electricity, means power which we are using here in our houses. So hydro means water. So electricity power which is generated from the water. Okay, water by making dams, we can say. So this hydroelectricity, Congo region is a leading producer in making the hydroelectricity in the world.